Welcome back. My next guests are going to be my toughest interviews of the night. Will you please welcome Tiana, Sean and Destiny? Now, they're going to give us their views on some classic and some new children's books. Tiana, should we start with you?
Yeah.
What kind of books do you like reading?
I like reading action books and funny books, for example, like David Henry.
Oh, I like Horrid Henry.
Yeah.
Do you like Horrid Henry or his nice brother?
David Henry.
Oh, what a surprise. Me too. Now, who are you dressed as today?
And the Roly-Poly Bird.
From?
The Twits.
The Twits, right. And you've read The Twits, haven't you?
Yeah.
What did you think of it?
I think it was good because I found it funny as well because Mr. and Mrs. Twit, when they play tricks on each other, I find it very funny, I do. When they play tricks on each other.
Do you think when you grow up and get married, you're going to play tricks on your husband?
Probably.
Yes, good. Good on you. Have you read The Twits?
Yeah, I love Roald Dahl's books, and obviously working with Quentin Blake's been amazing. I read that one again recently. It's so funny. Like when doesn't the Mrs. Twit put coins under Mr. Twit's walking stick to make him feel like he's shrinking, and the walking stick gets taller and taller. It's so witty, that book.
I'm going to try that. Sean, what have you been reading?
I've been reading Famous Five, 500 Treasure Island.
By Enid Blyton. And you're dressed like a character from the Famous Five, because that was written in the 1950s when I was a girl. What's it actually about?
It's about 3 kids and their mum and dad are going away to Scotland for a holiday of their own. So the 3 children have to go to a cousin who they've never met before.
And is there a boy in it called George?
Kind of. She's a girl.
Oh, she's a girl.
Called Georgina, but she prefers to be called as a boy by George.
And did you like that character?
Nah.
Fair enough. That's a searing indictment of Enid Blyton there. Now, that book was written quite a long time ago. Did it feel like it was an old-fashioned book when you were reading it?
It did. It felt... Oh, it was old British. It's like, I say... Certainly old British. That was their favourite phrase. They said that like every line.
Enid, I'm so sorry. I know you're not around for it. Do you read much, Shakira?
I do, yeah, actually.
And do you know Enid Blyton at all? Sort of children's books?
I know the classics, you know.
Yeah. But
Red Riding Hood. And...
Yeah, according to Sean,
yeah.
You've not missed much with Enid Blyton. So,
I read Treasure Island. That was my first. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I love
The first
Treasure
book
Island.
I read, actually.
Have you read Treasure Island?
Yeah.
Yeah. Destiny, what was your book called?
Hetty Feather.
Hetty Feather, right. And who's Hetty Feather?
In the start of the story, she's a baby. And she's got a mum, and the mum is holding her because she lives in a village. And she was walking in the village, and there was this man. And he said to her, "Give me your baby now." And she said no. And he said, "Give me your baby now." She said no. So he snatched the baby out of her hand, and then the baby was screaming and kicking because, you know, because babies can't speak. She was trying to say, "I want my mum back."
Don't give too much of the plot away. So I think Hetty Feather, as a baby, ends up sort of separated from her mum, doesn't she? Is it a sad book?
Yeah, it's a sad book.
Did it make you cry?
No.
And had you read... It's by Jacqueline Wilson, isn't it? Have you read any of her books before?
No.
Not read Tracy Beaker or anything like
No,
that?
I've watched Tracy Beaker once.
Yeah,
but
me too.
Did
you like it?
Yeah.
Oh, right, we'll have to read it next then. So, shall we get your scores for these books and see what you thought of them? Tiana, what's your score for The Twits?
9.
Oh, fantastic. 9 out of 10. Would you give it a 9?
I'd give it a 10.
You give it a 10.
Because it's perfect.
There we go. How did it miss out on 1 point for you?
I'm not really sure, but I just give it a 9.
Yeah, fair dues. Sean, how much for 5 on a Treasure Island?
10.
Good Lord.
I say! Marvellous score.
I agree.
And finally, Destiny, what would you give for Hetty Feather?
A 10.
A 10.
Whoa.
Wow. Any of you read a book called Mr. Stink?
Yeah.
What did you think of it?
I think it was good.
It was good, but it was horrible.
Good but horrible.
What exactly was horrible about it?
Nasty because when he eats,
cornflake bits left in his beard and egg and all these stuff is out ages ago and it's still horrible.
What would you give it out of 10?
I give it a 10, yeah.
Oh. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Oh my God, 5.
And,
oh, that's how you do it.
what would you two give it, do you think?
9.
There we are, that's one for you. You could stick at 9, or do you think you could give it a 10?
I can't be bride with money.
If I were you, in that case, Sean, don't go into politics. Let's hear it for Tiana, Destiny and Sean, everybody. And if you want to know more about the books we feature, then all the details are on our website. Right, it's just time to do the Nodding Olga Tombola. Who's bringing it on? Well done, OC. Yep. Who's got that?
Jeanette Bailey from Cheltenham.
Well done, Jeanette.
Daniel Lupton from Nottingham.
Congratulations to those two. OK, that's it for the night. A huge thank you to all of my guests, Shakira, David Walliams, and the kids, Tiana, Destiny and Sean. Join Johnny Vegas and his showgirls as he takes